Now, DeKalb County is taking a pretty unique approach to addressing an issue that is impacting thousands of families. A new development will bring affordable housing through a partnership with MARTA. 11 Alive's Jerry Carnes is live near the Kensington MARTA station with more on how this is going to really help. Jerry.
Good morning, Aisha. Right back behind me, you can see where work has started on this development that sits on 4.2 acres right next to the Kensington MARTA station. It will address not only the issue of affordable housing, but also access to public transportation in an area in bad need of solutions.
At first glance, it looks like any other construction project in DeKalb County. This one is different. This one represents hope.
We've been talking about this for years, and now hearing that groundbreaking is like music to my ears.
Heavy equipment and dirt occupy a piece of property that will soon be home to struggling families. Construction is underway on an affordable housing complex that will include 74 units for seniors and 185 units for working families. The land is owned by MARTA. The proximity to the Kensington MARTA station will help families that are struggling with more than just rent.
We know that transportation is the second largest burden on household income. So if we can take care of both of those things in one tandem effort, then it's a beautiful day.
A recent study revealed that 35% of the families living in DeKalb are struggling to pay for housing. Between the years 2000 and 2019, DeKalb added the fewest affordable housing units in the metro area, according to the study. This is one of several developments in the works near public transportation.
It's about revitalization, it's about housing, transportation, it's about jobs, it's about people being able to have shelter.
The development here will include soccer fields, a farmer's market, and office space, a place struggling families will soon be able to call home.
Completion is scheduled for 2028. Any families interested in applying can do so through the DeKalb County Housing Authority that will move its offices here once this development is finished. Back to you.
Jerry, thank you.
Good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning. It is Thursday, November 30th, the last day of November 2023. Yay! November's over. So this year has flown by very quickly. So next year to be 2024. I would have lived in Atlanta for 35 years in one city, 35 years. And one thing I've known about Atlanta, let me mute this phone because this thing will be. One thing I've known about Atlanta, in the 35 that I've lived here, y'all, Atlanta is a city filled with poverty. It is a very difficult place for people to live. And there's this, yes, you can have great success here in Atlanta. Yes, you can come here and do well. Yes. But I find families struggle in this town. They've been struggling since I got here in 1989, almost 35 years ago. It'll be 35 years in January that I've lived here in Atlanta. I don't have children. I've pretty much just been a one individual assisting my family members along the way and friends along the way as my journey here. But it's a struggle for the average family here, particularly black. 35% of the DeKalb County families or more, I say 50% or more, they're living in poverty and can't pay their bills. And they can't pay for transportation and housing and food, and it is a very complicated. Hey, come here, Grayson. Okay, we off to bed start this morning, so I'm gonna have to lock them up again. Hey, Grayson, come here. I'm gonna have to lock them up because they just this morning every morning over here is just like a madhouse. These dogs running around, barking, fighting, fussing, playing every morning. Now they're on the couch just testing them away. And the crazy part is, they'll be quiet as mice. And when I start these videos, all hell breaks loose. Now they're like, okay, they were just quiet a few minutes ago. And I was actually feeding them breakfast over there. But y'all, Atlanta's a struggle. Atlanta is a very complicated place to live. And I'm gonna pause this while I put them away. Give me 5 seconds. I apologize. I had to put them up in their cages because it's cold outside. And y'all, it's just, well, I didn't get these dogs, but I have to be tortured by the ass every morning. Atlanta is a tough place for black folks to live. That's why when I hear black people say they moving to Atlanta, I'm coming to Atlanta, I'm coming to Atlanta, and they come with families and children, and y'all, I just wonder, do they not know what they're in store for? My nieces and nephews, some of them were born here in Atlanta, and y'all, they have struggled the whole time they have been here. The opportunities that are here are kind of few and far in between. Either you got money and you're a successful person, or you don't have anything. It's like this huge divide here. Huge. Either you driving $100,000 cars, or you barely got money to get on MARTA. I see it in my own family. My nieces and nephews. My siblings. You know, I try to help as best I can, but I can't, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I don't have no children. These are not my kids. But you bring children into this environment, and some people come to Atlanta and have great success, don't get me wrong. But a large group, and this has to be discussed because we got to deal with the truth. A large group of people come here and struggle in this town. Like Grayson's struggling to get out that damn cage in there. They can't get out. They can't get out away from the poverty. They come here with all these hopes and dreams and aspirations that they just want a good job, a decent job, insurance. They want to come here, but y'all, Georgia is the wrong fucking state. I'm telling y'all. It ain't what you think it is. This is an ass backwards ass state here. With some fucked up ass shit. Don't come down here with a health issue. Your ass is doomed. Trying to get assistance of any type. No unions here. At-will work state. They can fire you whenever they want to. Jobs don't pay shit. And they wonder, well, why is there so much poverty here? Well, look around you. There's a huge wealth disparity in this state, in this city. You go to one side of town, they look like kings and queens. And the other side of town, they mired in poverty. Are they being forced out? You know, there are areas of the city that were, when I first moved here in 1989, almost 35 years ago, this town was rough. Rough. Even then, when my mother moved, our black ancestors here in 1989, which I think she was the worst mistake she ever made. When she came here, she was thinking that Atlanta had these opportunities for blacks. Where I got here and said, okay, where are these opportunities? If you don't create your own opportunities, your ass is going to be doomed. Thank God I got into real estate back then. And got up off my ass and hustled my butt from got out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, every motherfucking morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Went to the gym and worked all day in construction at these houses that we owned. It was hustling. And to midnight every night, 7 days a week. I didn't take no vacation. Yeah, it was unreal. Did we live a good life? Yeah, we had a decent lifestyle. Earl and I did live a good life. He destroyed it, not me. Earl destroyed our relationship. I didn't do it. He did. He was given every opportunity. I pleaded with that nigga. Pleaded with him to make some changes in how he treated me and the things he did to me. I made the comment a day ago that I was a victim of domestic violence. And I was. And people said, oh, I was a big guy like you. Domestic violence can happen to anyone. Anyone. Male, female, 300 pounds, 100 pounds, it doesn't matter. Domestic violence is just that, a relationship where there is violence that shouldn't exist. How are we living in a multi-million-dollar house with all this crazy shit going on? Earl destroyed the relationship with his foolish behavior. And they were red signs the whole time that I ignored. So I take full responsibility for my life. I'm lucky to be alive here now. Lucky to be sitting here doing these videos. Lucky to be here present, to be alive and in competence and intelligent. But I do admit I made a mistake by continuing in a relationship with someone that should have ended decades ago. I met Earl in 1996. And I think by the 2000, I knew what was going on. By the year 2000, I realized there was a problem. Maybe didn't understand the extent of the problem because I was so young. But at 53 years of age, I can hop in a time machine and go back to that period of time. I'd say, okay, Walter, leave this crazy nigga alone because it ain't going to go nowhere. But it took decades. Different world back then. Y'all was a HIV crisis going on. It was so much stuff that sometimes I felt it was just best for me to just sit there and deal with that. Family members, chaos, confusion, trying to make a business work. I don't think people understand it. You'd have to walk in my shoes, walk a mile in my shoes, and you might get a better understanding. Your family full of po niggas, brothers and sisters starving, needing a place to live. You trying to provide housing for them, transportation. In a city that really can't offer you shit unless you make it yourself. Look at the people who've done well here. Tyler Perry and all these other people, they had to grind and create it. They took straw and made it into gold. Nobody gave them nothing. You ain't getting shit here in Atlanta. They didn't make it working at Coca-Cola, or Delta, or any of them companies that don't pay shit and you slave for years and they throw you out the door to die. If you come to Atlanta, you better come here ready to hustle your fucking ass off. That's all I got to say. Because some of y'all hell-bent on coming to this dreadful place. You better come here ready to hustle. And not with no fucking resume. Begging these white folks for a fucking job. Good luck with that one. You know, Earl's a school media specialist or librarian. That career's over with. Once that nigga leave that school, it's a wrap. They don't hire him no more. They don't need him no more. That's over with. So many industries are changing all around us. You know, real estate agents may become a thing of the past and based upon these laws, it's just this court ruling that just happened. Who knows? Atlanta is a tough place. Can you succeed? Yeah. I'm living proof. The odds were against me. Black gay man, coming from nothing, convicted felon, went to prison. Damn near got killed in a relationship by a crazy ass fool. Survived that. I'm still here and thriving. Because I want to survive. I sat here watching my nieces and nephews sit right back here on this deck rolling weed. All of them was just rolling out there, rolling these blunts, but they came here for Thanksgiving. I looked out there, looked at them po niggas and thought to myself, okay, that's y'all fucking problem right there. I walked into this sunroom and saw them niggas out there rolling all them joints and I thought, okay, y'all don't get it. I don't do any drugs, none. I have no reason to be high. This is about the closest thing to getting high is a cup of caffeine coffee in the morning, which I really don't need because it don't help my anxiety at all. But it's delicious. I can't help it. Might be addicted to it. I've been drinking coffee for 30 plus years, 40 years probably. I've been 10 years of age. I'm 40, so I'm 52, I've been 13. I really got coffee now in my late teens. I've been drinking it ever since, like a cigarette. It's a habit. Every morning, a pot of coffee. It has its health benefits. It helped my liver and everything. I had hepatitis B. And that kind of, the coffee actually helped me help my liver to return to normal. Coffee is very good for you to the regulation and restoration of your liver. Come to Atlanta if you want to. You're going to be over there looking at them apartments they just building over there at Kensington Road. Trying to pray and hope you can get one of them units. Everybody, y'all, I have met so many people who have moved here and the struggle is real. It's real. And they walk through this door and they say, oh, I want to live like you. What can I do? I said, hey, what's your hustle game like? You know, what is your hustle game like? What are you going to hustle? What skills do you have? I have a gift for gab. I've been hustling since I was delivering newspapers back in the 70s, early 80s, delivering paper routes in Gary, Indiana. Hustling in with newspapers. If hustling ain't in your blood, baby, you gotta be born into you. Hustling was baked into my soul. Everything I've ever done, I've had success. Everything, even illegal shit. Unfortunately, I've never not done anything and didn't have any success with it, because I'm willing to work hard and get it done. Am I living the life I want to live? When I look around at my family and friends, and associates that I've known for years, I'm probably living better than all of them. But I don't have kids or any responsibilities. Just these 2 months that they ain't even mine. And we're going to leave and go about his damn business. Going to take them 2 dogs with him while they going to the kennel. I'm going to put them up for adoption right here on this YouTube channel. I can take them to a happy home. I don't want no more dogs. I didn't want these. I'm stuck taking care of these mutts. I didn't want these dogs tearing up this whole house. They didn't tore up everything over here. It's ridiculous. They needed a bath, and they out there digging holes in the yard. They didn't tore this up and tearing up. I brought a new plant, and they came back in the house. They didn't tore the damn plant up. I said, they didn't kill my damn plant. It didn't survive a week. I walked outside just for a few minutes. They tore that damn thing to pieces. And as for Earl and his foolishness and his ignorance and decisions he made that harmed this relationship, you know, hey, I begged that nigga. Begged him. Had talk after talk after talk, gave him a list of points. I gave him a list of things that we need to work on. I told him things we needed to do. He did nothing. The nigga did nothing. He literally did nothing. He shouldn't even be in his household with me. That was the worst mistake I made in my entire life, buying this big ass fucking house that I didn't want. He wanted this house. So I thought, well, maybe, foolishly, buying this house, foolishly, I thought, because every other house we had, he didn't give a fuck about them either. Nothing changes when you're dealing with a fool. And an old fool at that. People don't change as they get old, y'all. They get so set in their ways, they double down. Earl doubled down on his foolishness. Triple down. Bet the whole house on it. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. Barely walking around here. COVID got hold of his ass and ain't been right since, y'all. COVID bit him in that damn ass. He ain't been right since. They told him do this, you can get back to normal. What did he do? Nothing! Did what he want to do. Came in here drunk as hell last night. Drunk. I said, okay. I didn't say one word to that nigga. Didn't even look at him. But I smelled that liquor. Then he had the nerve. I had a bottle of vodka I just brought over. He went over there and got my bottle of vodka and poured a big old glass and went upstairs. Didn't see him no more. Good. Should have put some rat poison in that damn vodka. I only knew what the hell I go through over there, and I could throw his ass out that top window up there. Yeah. Come on down to Atlanta if y'all want to. I got some stories to tell you about the struggles you gonna go through, and ain't nobody gonna help you. The state of Georgia is having a problem right now with their food stamp card. All my family members get food stamps. Nieces, nephews, cousins, everybody. Nobody got the food stamps this holiday season. Nobody. They starving these niggas to death. I didn't call, my mama didn't call, everybody running around trying to figure this out. They starving them to death. On purpose. They don't give a fuck about y'all po niggas in the state of Georgia. Bring your po ass down here if you want to. Come on down here if you want to. Bring them kids and your U-Haul and come on down here to Georgia so you can suffer if you want to. You know, like I know, you better go someplace where you can survive and thrive. This ain't it. If you have no hustling skills in here, y'all done met plenty of folks that came to Georgia. U-Hauls packed full of shit, bought houses, got condos, rented places, they gone now. I said, ooh, they left. They come down here with a bank full of money, leave here with $5 in their bank account. Oh, shit. I said, ooh, I warned you. This ain't for everybody. That news article clearly says more 35% of the Cobb County residents, that's a lot of motherfucking niggas, can't pay their bills. In the city, Black Hollywood, all these opportunities supposedly, and jobs supposedly, and all this money supposedly. Where is it? All these niggas can't be missing out on the bag. It don't exist for everybody. I met some people who came down here with work, their ass is off, and left here with nothing. They hustle game just wasn't right. Maybe the time wasn't right. But I do know the people, the good thing is once people come here and scuffle through this mess, and they scuffle for years, and they leave and go someplace else, they say, oh my God, it's just a heaven here. Why? I have a friend I met, he moved from Florida to Atlanta. I met him when he first got here. He owned every type of business you can imagine here. He was smoking weed, y'all. There was some issues here with this boy. Handsome guy, you know, got involved in the community. Everybody was chasing after him and everything. I'm like, dude, sit your ass down someplace. You know, he fell upon hard times. Homeless. I remember that man rode here, came to Atlanta in a brand new Escalade. Had all these smoothie shops around the city. Got involved in a bunch of shit, drugs, fucking, partying, not minding your business, taking care of what the money, lost his focus, was homeless. Before he left, he was living in his car, literally. I was gonna let him stay with me because I saw the fall. I saw this man when he first got here. I saw the tenacity. He had food trucks, but he failed hard. He got involved in a bunch of shit that I warned him. I said, dude, you going down the wrong path. But he gone now. 2 years now. Cleveland, Ohio, doing phenomenal. Back on his feet. Got a business going. Making money. Doing well. He had to get out of here. You go someplace, Cleveland, Ohio, doing amazing. How? Maybe it was just not his season here. I talk to this man every day. He said, Walter, God, I'm so glad you talked me to getting out of there. I've still been there. He was working at a pizza place here in Atlanta, homeless. Now he has a nice place. He's buying it. Process about to get a mortgage. Building roots someplace, but he's doing phenomenal. The nigga had the intelligence. He was a hustler. Just didn't work out for him here. It didn't. Came here in a new Escalade with dreams, a business plan, opportunities for him. Left here in a small car that barely made it to Cleveland. This was 2 years ago. I remember he called me. He got something happen on the highway, and I had to send him some money so he can get on up there to Cleveland. Beautiful guy. Maybe that was the problem. Too much fucking going on. Too many drugs, drinking. I don't know. I just sit back and watched. Sometimes what can you do? Niggas got to go to, everybody got to figure this shit out on their own. I saw the fall from grace. I've seen it 1,000 times. I've seen it. Hold on. Hey, you at the store? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm ready. All right. As you know, I'm still working on this raggedy house. This old raggedy house. The fuck was I thinking? Child, when I get the fuck up out this house, we're redoing the master bedroom. We had to tear everything out of there. It was a huge mess. Child, I came in here last night. Dust was everywhere. I was gonna go to the gym. I said, I can't go to the gym. This house is a mess. I had to scrub. I can't go to bed in no dirty house. I had to clean this shit up last night. I said, okay. Let me clean up. I put them dogs in cages. After one of them dogs, I had to chase her for a whole hour. She ran all over the fucking neighborhood. Ginger's gonna run away from home. She gets out there in the streets and she just run around. She just love them streets. I'm like, you love these fucking streets. Grayson, he won't go far from now. You go, oh, no, I'm going back in the house. It's safe. I ain't running down the street. Ginger all over the place. She's just running all over the damn place. 10 houses down, I'm running behind houses and chasing behind her. She's running. It was ridiculous. Finally, she was tired after she did all that damn running. I drug her straight back to the house and put her in that fucking cage. Ridiculous. Chasing her. I was saying. I didn't make it to the gym yesterday. I had to clean up this house and it came out. I'm not going to be able to dust, y'all. I'm not going to be able to dust all over this house. I cleaned, vacuumed, wiped down, took a shower, and I was like, okay, it's clean. Now I'm in my ass to bed, honey. I got maybe another few more weeks of this before we have that master done, that bathroom done. I might post. I'm gonna take some pictures of what we're doing up there, and I'll throw it in the front of this video. Anyway, my coffee doing what it's supposed to do. I gotta use the bathroom now, so I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Yeah, I think it's great what's happening with the Kinar Station, y'all. That was always a horrible part of town. I'm great to see. I drive by there. I just drove by there yesterday, and I said, "What are you doing over here?" And then when I saw it in the news last night, I said, "Oh God, they're doing something." I mean, Kensington could be really great, but the problem is this is another issue. A lot of these developments they're doing in black areas, they're so scared of gentrification, they don't do nothing. Because they're so scared that they do improvements, the people who live there can't afford to stay there. That's a problem in Atlanta because they don't want to do improvements because the taxes are going to go up, the insurance is going to go up, everything's going to be expensive, and then niggas can't afford to stay there. But if they're living in poverty, and neighborhoods are in such despair, maybe we need to get rid of them. Maybe it's okay to disperse these people into the countryside. You know, maybe we need to stop this generational poverty situation. I would love to know what this place in Kensington will look like when they build these, when you put all them poor people over there. And they're poor. I see it in my family. Thanksgiving was a bunch of poor niggas. Yeah, I saw them. I said, okay, let me feed them. Let me feed them, you know. I don't know what to say. They just don't have no hustle skills. My daddy put that in me when I was younger. They daddies didn't. If I had a son, he gonna learn how to hustle. Oh, you gonna be a hustling ass nigga. You gonna be sitting around here, get your ass up, let's go. You gonna do something. That's what I said. I like to see the Hispanics bring their kids in here. These boys, parents never took them. My sister's kids, they didn't do any of that. And then they have no hustling skills. They don't know how to survive. None of them. That has to be taught at a very early age. And when my sisters had them kids, I was still in high school. By the time them kids were walking around here, I was probably in my late teens, early 20s. We were too young to really get involved. And my sister and them created a lot of conflict. A lot of conflict. The battle between my mother and them, and it was just ridiculous, and I stayed out of it. I had my own life to deal with. I was in my early 20s. Had my own issues to deal with as a black gay guy. My sisters were crazy as hell. And they had all these kids they couldn't afford. I'd go over there and drop groceries off them, drop shoes off them, just drop them out of here. Sometimes I'd go over there and clean up my sister's apartment. It was filthy. I paid for my sister so much furniture, bought her new furniture, new apartments, gave my sisters cars. I did everything for them. New cars. Brand new cars. And they destroyed them. So what more can I do, y'all? I help Alberta Hampton, my mother. I don't worry about the rest of these niggas. That's not my concern. Anyway, I've been in Atlanta going on 35 years, and it's been a journey. 35 years. I was with Earl since 1996. Let me do the math with that idiot, honey. Let's see, I met Earl in 1990. This is 2000, so going on 2024 minus 96. What's 2024 minus? Yeah, right there. What is the thing doing? 2024 minus 1996. 28 years. Is that right? That can't be right. Here it is right. Wasted. Known that man for 28 years. 28 years. Had he not did what he did to me, had he made the changes I asked him, y'all, because I wasn't running the streets. You know, I wasn't out there running the streets. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't party. He harmed me in a way nobody would have hung around after that. I swear to y'all, nobody. Nobody. No one. I almost died. We'll talk about that at a later date. I'm not ready. So anyway, today is Thursday, November 30th, the year 2023, the last November of 2023. And I think this is Home Depot. I'm out of here, y'all. I'll speak to you later.